In a moment, I'm going to say something horrific, something that's going to be personally effective to most of the people in the room, something that you're not going to want to hear. Anyone feeling a little anxious? Little drop in the stomach? I put that there without actually saying anything offensive at all. I primed you with a few ambiguous words, a few obscured images. I made a gap, and you filled it. When Roland Barthes spoke of the erotic, he described it as a fold or a seam. And it's in the same fold that horror exists. The images behind me are a good example of this. Things you can't really see, so you fill in the gap. You might think that naturally language is a powerful thing. What we just did there proved it. But I'm actually going to say the opposite. Language cannot create or even relate human experience. All language does is reveal you to you. And again, this might seem obvious, but it's actually an intricate process that taps into the very core of human vulnerability. In semiotics, this is referred to as the signified-signifier gap. So language is premised on the sign. We have chair. We have the signified, that which is being represented. And then we have the signifier, that which is standing in for the represented, be it a word or an image. And between these two ever-spiraling elements is an intraversable void. Between the thing itself and our ability to communicate it is now a space because we've replaced the thing itself with words. Language is actually blocked our ability to experience the object. As Lacan says, the word is the murder of the thing. Now, you are structured by language. We are what we are because we speak. We are le parler être, the speaking animal. But you are also isolated by language, by the constant deferral of the signified by the signifier. We like to believe that language can connect us to other people, but it can't, not really. No matter how succinctly you speak, your true meaning will always be lost between the subjective filter of the other person and the signified-signifier gap. This gap is referred to in psychoanalysis as desire, the abject feeling induced by the revelation and realization that language cannot connect you to other human beings. Your first experience with this was in your infancy, and you have been haunted by it ever since. And this is how horror works in language. You are presented with shadows and seams and left to fill the gaps. So the next time you read something horrific, know that the true horror is not in the words themselves, but in the truth that you are alone and always will be.